This man has been played by his first love for 40 whole years. He never expected his son's girlfriend would look so much like his first love from his youth.
Jenny, actually.
His gaze, involuntarily, gets drawn to his son's girlfriend. Luckily his daughter reminds him, bringing him back to his senses.
You look exactly like this old friend of mine, Adeline Bowman.
That's my mother.
You really?
Yeah, did you know her?
Yeah. We were very close.
But he would never imagine the woman speaking to him is actually his first love. On a night decades ago, 27-year-old Annie was driving home when suddenly heavy snow began falling. The bumpy ride made her lose focus. In just a split second, she crashed right into the lakeside barrier and plunged into the lake. The icy cold water engulfed her. As oxygen ran out, her breathing became difficult. Her heartbeat gradually slowed. Just as she was about to say goodbye to this world forever, a brilliant flash of lightning struck from the sky. This lightning was like a divine gift, bringing her a miracle. Not only did it bring Annie back to life, it also gave her eternal youth, the ability to escape time. But when God opens one door for you, he also closes a window. At first Annie didn't pay much attention to her immortality. She continued living as usual, but as time passed, her daughter grew up. While she remained as beautiful as ever, her friends began to notice. Faced with their questions, Annie could only lie, explaining it was all thanks to skincare and makeup. Her daughter looked at her mother, unchanging beauty, feeling very happy and proud. However, Annie understood immortality wasn't a blessing, but a curse. One day Annie was pulled over for a traffic violation and investigated by police. She truly felt the danger then.
January 1st, 1908.
That's right.
That would make you 45 years old?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm gonna hold on to this. When you come by the station house to pick it up, please bring your birth certificate.
I'd be happy to, officer. Is tomorrow morning all right?
Sure.
In order to keep her immortality secret, she had no choice but to flee. Once life became somewhat stable, Annie dared to study biological literature, hoping to change her immortal body. But no matter how much research she did, it was all in vain because no literature could explain her condition. She also began worrying about others discovering her ageless appearance. Sure enough, on a stormy night, Annie was targeted by government agents. They didn't ask many questions, just put her in a car heading to the airport. Annie was extremely nervous the whole way, thinking about possibly becoming a research subject strengthened her resolve to escape. When the agents stepped away, Annie secretly slipped out from the trunk and fled. She packed all her valuables into her suitcase, preparing to leave the country and start a new life elsewhere. Before leaving, Annie said her final goodbye to her daughter. She knew her departure would bring her daughter tremendous pain and confusion, but she couldn't explain why she had to leave.